Letting go in your manifestation journey must be one of the, if not the most misunderstood manifestation concepts that floats around. So many people talk about it. Missing one of the key words, the key addition to letting go that actually causes you a lot of problems, that does not help you at all and confuses you with what is it that you actually need to let go of. In fact, there is a completely misunderstood and wrong idea that you need to let go of your desire. Stop thinking about it. Don't, just not even bring it in your mind. Just ask it and just let it go. That goes on and actually does more harm than good. So, in today's video, first of all, right now, I'm going to clear to you what it is that you need to let go, and we are going to talk about this. We are going to talk about letting go and understand it in terms of how, when you let go of the right thing, it actually not only speeds up your manifestation, but it's actually how manifestation is supposed to happen. So, if you're ready, the thing that you need to let go of is not your desire, but instead you need to let go of the how. Thinking about the how, worrying about the how, looking at your current life and thinking that there is no way that what you want can come to you. And that this idea of how something that you desire will actually manifest is what you need to let go. You don't have to let go of your desire. In fact, living in the end, one of the most powerful, I would say one of the top 2 to 3 manifestation concepts that actually matters along with mental diet and being really clear on what exactly it is that you want. It's one of those three like top concepts for me that you need to understand. So living in the end is essentially living your life as if it's already done. So, if living in the end is one of the most essential manifestation concepts, how can you let go and never think about your desire again? It's not going to work. You need to actually let go of the how, because when you try to define the how, that is when you limit the universe, and that is when it takes a whole lot of time. Because your mind can only conceive a variety of pathways about how your desire can come to you based on what it has experienced, right? Like, if you've experienced struggle, when you start thinking about the how, your brain will bring up to you struggle filled ways in which your desire will come to you. And then you will get that feeling that it might not actually happen when you think about the how too much. But here's the truth. There are trillions of ways, super easy ways, instant ways, medium easy ways, lightly hard ways, extremely hard ways, and impossible ways in which your manifestation can manifest in the 3D in your life. And you are not going to be able to conceive all the ways in which your manifestation can flow in. So when you try to define the how, you're actually limiting the universe. You're actually limiting yourself because there is always a path of least resistance, the easiest pathway for you to manifest what you want. But when you start defining the how, and then when you start focusing on the how, and then when you think, oh, this how is not working out, which in your brain would ultimately mean if the how that you have defined is not working out, you would start thinking that you will not get your manifestation. And this is how you block yourself. This is the only reason why there are delays. Delays happen because you are constantly focused on the lack of your desire, on how it's not here yet. But one another way in which a delay can occur is when you have a fixated idea, like this is exactly how it has to manifest. So let me take an example that will clarify to you. So let's say you're in a business and there's a client, somebody texts you that they wanna, they want to buy your services, and you start thinking, this exact person has to buy from my business. And that is how clients run away, because that person on the other end can sense that desperation, that pressure, that no, this is exactly how it needs to work out. And that is when things fall apart. And instead, you think, okay, there are millions of people out there, many of whom can afford my services. And if this person who has reached out to me reaches out, means I'm doing something correctly with my visualizations and my living in the end and my mental diet and my manifestation practices. So it doesn't have to be this exact person who buys from me, but this is a sign that people are coming to me, they are attracted to my services, and sooner or later you will sign clients. And that goes for anything and everything in your life. you know let's take another example. Let's take the example of you trying to manifest your specific person, because the client example I just gave you might make you feel like, oh, so if I want somebody to manifest somebody specific, that's not going to happen. No, that's not true. It's like conditional, right? So many of you, the Valentine's Day just went by when I'm recording this video, right? So many of you might have thought, oh, how my SP will propose to me. They will propose to me on Valentine's Day. And this is exactly how it's going to happen. And for some reason, because of resistance, because of the pressure that you put on, oh, it has to happen on Valentine's Day, resistance was introduced in your manifestation and they did not propose to you on Valentine's Day. What would be your mindset right now? Oh, it's not meant to be. It's not going to happen. But no, your person could have an even better idea of proposing to you, right? So it does not have to be exactly how you thought it to be. Your job is to let go of the how. Your job is to think about what you want. Simple manifestation. Manifestation never, the process of manifestation never talks about how, right? Now, let me clear something here. You can think about ways, in which it could manifest for you. The thing is to not get fixated on those ways and think that this is the only way in which it can manifest. Yes, you can think of various ways in which your desire will come through, but don't put pressure on them and don't feel like that's the only way. In fact, I would suggest that if you can just remove the thinking about the how part, that would be amazing, because we do not want to limit the universe's magic, right? Just release it. You don't need to care about the how. And when I said you can think about multiple ways of how it can happen, only do that when that makes you feel good, when you are thinking about it, when you are visualizing it, when that how is something you would like to have in your life and it makes you feel good, right? That's the only time when you can think about the how. And even then, don't put pressure on this how, because it's not your job to define or determine for the universe how something will manifest. It's the universe's job. Do you go to a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, and try to tell the chef how to cook your food? No. You go there and you enjoy your experience, right? You place an order and you let the chef do their magic and you enjoy the food that comes out. And that's similar to how manifestation works. You decide what you want, you live in the end knowing, just like you know in a restaurant that your order is going to come to you, knowing that your manifestation is going to come to you, live in the end that it's going to be here and it's going to be enjoyable, and let the universe do its job. That's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of the how, not of your desire. That's not how it works. In fact, the more you live in the end, the more you will push momentum towards, the energy and focus towards having it in your life, and the faster it will come to you. And that's the whole myth around letting go, what you need to let go, and why it's essential. So thank you so much for joining me here today. By the way, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment Master Manifestor, share this video. If you want to book personal coaching, check the description box or my pinned comment for all the details, and I will see you again soon. By the way, I'm Neha Kumar. So nice to meet you here. I'll see you again soon. Bye.